YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. JD here with yet another video for you guys. Now, unless you've been living under a rock recently, you've probably heard Kanye West's name in the news, whether it be for his Instagram antics, his Super Bowl commercial, and also the more recently dropped Genius documentary on Netflix. Regardless of what you think about Kanye, you cannot deny one thing, and that is that Yeezy brand is still a powerhouse when it comes to sneakers. And the Yeezys I'm gonna be talking about in this video, yeah, they feature a color that we very rarely see on Yeezys. I will be reviewing the Yeezy 350 Compact in the Slate Red colorway. So what's good, guys? Welcome back to all of my long-term viewers. Shout out to you guys. And if you are new on the channel, my name is Josh. I do sneaker reviews, all types of other sneaker content. If you are into that, make sure you smash that red subscribe button. It really helps me out. And while you're at it, give me a follow on Instagram as well as TikTok. Drop a lot of content on there as well, so check it out. So in this video, I'm gonna break down this sneaker. This is the first time that I managed to cop this model, the 350 V2 Compact. And let me just say, I am very impressed. I'll talk about what makes the sneaker different than your regular 350 V2, specifically how comfortable these are. I'll of course get into some very important sizing information. We'll look at what these are going for on the resale market. And as always, I will be giving you guys that on-feet look, so make sure you stick around until the end of this video. So there it is, the Yeezy 350 Compact V2 in hand. The sneaker almost looks like a sock rather than a shoe. These did release on February the 17th, and they seem to be a bit more limited than most 350s because pretty much every store that had them just had a one-day only raffle, which is not something we typically see for Yeezys. I managed to cop these from the Adidas in-store raffle, which is also something that never happened. So actually that was the first time I won an in-store raffle on Adidas. Now, the most popular sneaker from the Yeezy line has obviously the 350 V2, and that sneaker has been pretty much unchanged now for the last 6 years. We did briefly see the 380s drop, and when those dropped, everyone was calling those the 350 V3s. Turned out it was a completely different model. And this pair right here, I don't know why they just didn't call it the 350 V3s, because that's what they seem like to me. The first colorway to release was in December with the slate blue pair. But now let's get into the shoes, starting off with the box. That's where you see the first major difference between this and the regular V2s. This box is a lot smaller. It's actually a lot closer to those Yeezy 450 boxes. The upper of the sneaker you can see is extremely different than your regular 350s. The knit on this upper is actually very textured. It's a bit bumpy in some places. It's not like one smooth upper like something you see on the NMDs, for example. And this upper is also made with 50% recyclable materials, which is pretty awesome. Good job, Adidas. Don't really know how to describe this pattern specifically that you see on the upper. It kind of reminds me of skeletons. And you also get a lot of these lines on the upper, some horizontal lines near the midsole. And then on the back of the shoe, you got these vertical lines, which kind of remind me of socks. One thing I really like that they did differently with the shoe has to be the laces, specifically the eyelets of the sneaker. This time the eyelets are on top of the sneaker rather than on the V2s. We had the laces going through the shoe. And at least for me on the 350 V2s, because the laces went through the shoe, I could sometimes feel the laces on the top of my foot. It was a bit uncomfortable. This time we have the laces on top of the shoe, and the eyelets are also just part of the upper, done in that primeknit material. And one other major change is that we get these Adidas Infinity laces this time. I really like these laces, not just because I think they look cool, but I just feel like it's quite a functional feature. You just have to put your foot in the shoe and simply pull on these to tighten it. I find this way better than actually having to tie the laces. Let me know down in the comments if you guys agree. The ankle collar of the shoe as well, you can see that it is a lot taller than the 350 V2s. And this ankle collar, especially on foot, just feels a lot more stretchier. But really, guys, the best thing about the shoe for me has to be the comfort. It is easily, in my opinion, the most comfortable Yeezy to be made. And it's really because of this upper part you see kind of along the tongue. This part is just really nice and padded. So like when you have your foot in the shoe, it just feels really good on feet. Before filming this video, I was walking around my house wearing these, and I actually completely forgot that I even had them on feet. That is how comfortable these shoes feel. It almost feels like it's just part of your foot and you just don't want to take them off. But now let's talk about this colorway. So we got it in this slate red color. Besides the red Octobers and those recently released vermilion Croctobers, This is only the third time we've seen red on a Yeezy, and I don't even know if those foams really count because are those really sneakers? But it's not just strictly red. If you look at the upper underneath the red knit, you do see this olive green color mixed in as well. And these two colors look great together. I'm typically not someone who's gonna wear a bright red shoe, but I actually really like these. Let me know, of course, down in the comments, what do you guys think of this slate red colorway? Now let's talk about sizing. So with this sneaker, I got it in my Yeezy size, which is I always go a half size up than pretty much all other shoes. So I got this in an 11.5 and they fit me absolutely perfectly. In fact, I would say they fit me better than the 350 V2s do. With the V2s, I felt like pretty much every colorway had different sizing. These fit perfectly a half size up. That's also, I believe, what they recommend on the Adidas website. So my advice to you is just go with whatever your normal Yeezy size is. So for me, I wear the exact same size in the 350s as well as the 700. Let's have a look at resale because I'm pretty surprised by these prices. I thought a red Yeezy would definitely have a stronger resale price. That doesn't seem to be the case, and that's probably because people aren't really a big fan of this model, the compact. So I definitely think at these prices, with how rare this colorway is, this is a pretty good price right now. I don't really know if these are gonna go up in price super fast. We saw with the slate blues, those didn't move at all in the last 2 months since it released. But this being a red colorway, I don't think that's gonna be the case. We saw with the vermilions, those definitely doubled in resale price from the time they released. And while I don't think these are gonna double, I do think the prices are gonna go up as we head into the summertime, so I would suggest copping them right now. Overall, the Yeezy 350 V2 in the slate red colorway, are these a cop or a drop? So I will say from a looks point of view, I don't like them as much as the 350 V2s. Those definitely are a better looking silhouette. But with how much of an upgrade this is in terms of comfort, and also because of how rare this colorway is, and also the low resale prices right now, I actually definitely think these are a cop. If you're a fan of Yeezys and you've always wanted to cop a red Yeezy because that is one of the few colors that is missing in the entire history of Yeezys, then these are definitely worth adding to the collection. And one more thing I wanted to say is that I don't think these sneakers are as loud in hand as I thought they would be. And that is because of that underlay of olive color that really, I feel, tones down the shoe. So it doesn't look too crazy, too bright on feet. So yeah, that's why I kind of like them even more. But as always, let me know your opinion down in the comments. What do you think of this pair right here? I say ignore what these are going for right now on the resale market and just appreciate the shoe. It is a very comfortable pair and it's a pretty unique colorway. If you found this video useful, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out. The on feet about to drop right now. Thank you guys so much for messing with the channel and supporting my content, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.